Hey there, it's Sarah Love. Hi, I'm so excited to be here. As you can tell, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy that you're alive. We're alive together in this world right here, 2018. Whew, it's no joke, guys. Yeah, I have a lot to say. I want to get right into it because I stand for love. You know, that's it. I'm Sarah Love. Go to istandforlove.com if you want to learn more, and all the good things are there. Free stuff, goodness to keep you inspired and keep your heart uplifted. I want to talk today about kind of the origins of I Stand for Love, because I realize that I'm a very future focused person to a fault. I kind of just keep running and sometimes don't really go back and review or think even about the present moment, which I work on daily to be here now. But I think about the future, and I think about what kind of future I want to create and how I can best serve and live my life to make a better future. And I also think about, the future plans, like what I'm going to eat later, because I'm always thinking about food. So that's a little bit about me. But I stand for love. I wanted to just give you the nuts and bolts of it, because it's not something that I try to explain it, and it's all on the website, and I've got a weekly email that's going in depth right now into the steps of the I Stand for Love Manifesto. If you don't know what that is, the I Stand for Love Manifesto is these steps that just kind of came to me one day. 2014. So I think the manifesto came 2014, and I Stand for Love was like literally 4 words that woke me up in the middle of the night in 2012, the summer of 2012. And I will say that I am usually pretty lazy. If I get a lightning bolt in the middle of the night or some inspiration, I'm not the best at getting up and writing things down. I will roll over and try to go back to sleep usually. But this night, there was no going back to sleep. It was like the words I Stand for Love kind of hit my brain like a lightning bolt. And I was up and I got out of bed and started writing stuff down. And it was clear that there was some kind of unifying effect that I wanted to be a part of, that I wanted to help create. And the words I Stand for Love were actually about all of us, whereas the I in I Stand for Love was actually not me. I didn't get that piece of it until much later, when I was like, oh, everyone obviously is interpreting this as I stand for love, which I do. But what I originally had it come into my mind as 4 words that I wanted everyone to say. Like that I wanted the I in I Stand for Love to be you and everyone, really, in the whole world. I thought that if everyone just embraced those 4 words, that would be a change. That would be something that would shift the collective in a big way. Because if people really, everyone said, there's I stand for love, that would impact the home. That would impact how we interact with each other. That would impact the corporations, businesses, office settings, like schools. That would impact things. Like those 4 words just seemed so that powerful to me. So I went ahead and just started changing everything in my business to say I Stand for Love, my website, to where I thought it would be really like this covert kind of mission, to where when you go to my website, you have to type in I Stand for Love, which was a little trick. So it's kind of like an affirmation, like I stand for love was you typing the words and then declaring that you stand for love. So there was all these wild intertwined thoughts about these 4 simple words. And that sent me off into this other inspiration about having a day around the whole world that we all declare I stand for love together. Like I thought, oh my gosh, that's it. That would be the tipping point. If everyone, around the world just had a day where we put all this energy and love, and we use social media, and we put hearts, and we put our intentions, and we put love into our eyeballs and into our, on the screen, I thought, oh, well, that would have a big impact, because I truly believe in the concept of like the 100th monkey effect, where, if enough people, if there's enough energy at one moment, then it can cause it have effect somewhere else. Like across the world, there could be someone that just has the like lightning bolt hit their head. Like they don't actually have to see it. They actually just feel it in this collective. Okay. So that actually stems from how I work, how I do the calendar. So you guys know the calendar. This calendar, I've been writing these daily messages for 15 years. This one coming up, 2019 edition, will be the 16th calendar that I've done. I can't even believe that. And part of the motivation behind this was the same thing, was if I could get enough people reading a message on the same day, like having the same message in their brain, and I thought that would tip the scales. Like when there is enough people kind of ruminating on the same message, what could we do in the collective consciousness? So that thought has always been a part of the calendar. This is like behind the scenes. So yes, I am trying to infiltrate the minds and hearts of the world. And that's, kind of my big diabolical plan, is to cause this ripple effect to go throughout the collective consciousness that we all share. This is just science. I mean, this is not like woo-woo. This is like there is this morphic field that all of our minds are connected in. And it's a pretty powerful thing to tap into. I think that right now in the morphic field, in our collective consciousness, we are being really pumped in with a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety and a lot of mind control stuff. I mean, that's just the way that it is. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is the media. This is television. This is now social media. There's a huge, powerful force that we are kind of guinea pigs. And I want to use that force. I want to use the tools that we have, and I want to shift to the love vibration. Does that sound good? Does that sound fun? Because why not? We have these tools. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. It's all free. And we are being controlled. We are having this information come at us. But what if we were the news? What if we were the, creators of the content and the vibration that was going out into the world, and we collectively created something that was positive and that actually did some healing and that actually inspired people to feel good? And I don't know what can happen. I have no idea. I don't have a degree in anything. So I don't have this all planned out like some graph, plan of when things can happen. But I have a very crazy burning desire to shift, because this isn't fun. This is not working for me. This is I don't think we as humans need to be living in fear. I don't think that is just a done deal, that we have to be anxious and fearful all the time. I think we have huge capacity for love, for hope, for inspiration, for just amazing things. And we haven't even tapped into that yet. So I'm ready. I'm ready to tap into it. I'm ready to pump it up. I'm ready to feel like what are we capable of as humans when we are harnessing a level of goodness and love and compassion and peace and all of this together. That's what I want to do. So, I'm just trying an experiment, and I'm glad that you are with me because it'd be pretty lonely if it was just me. So that was 2012. I Stand for Love came into my brain. I decided that August 8th, 8/8 was the magic number. First of all, my long-term vision is that it will someday be an international holiday where everybody gets the day off on August 8th. And I don't know if you knew this, but there are no 3-day weekends in August. So there's that. There's the long vision. You can help me out. Hold that vision that someday it'll be someday, I don't know if I'll live to see it, that will be a day where it's I Stand for Love Day in August 8th, and we all get the day off and everybody does something loving for themselves or other people. Okay, so there's the long game, and thank you for holding that in your heart. But the short game is that it's just been organic. I mean, I've just kind of been doing this on my own, spreading the word. I don't sell t-shirts. I don't take out advertising. I just want it to be this organic thing that kind of springs up in people's hearts. And it sounds like a fun idea because especially with the kids, with young people, little kids, they totally get into it. So I'm hoping that we can plant the seeds for the young people, like that I Stand for Love Day is a thing, and that they understand that there's this day that is there, which kind of ripples out, makes them think about things, makes them think about what it means to stand for love. And that's where the manifesto comes in, because this came down. So 2012, I Stand for Love. It took 2 more years to have this just kind of pour out. And it literally was one of those things. I was in a backyard of a friend of ours, and we were traveling at the time. I didn't even have like roots or a home. It was a long story, but I got the pen and paper out, and it was like the 8 steps to stand for love came out. And actually this is the poster. You can download this free poster and print it out at home. Go to istandforlove.com, and it's the first thing that you'll see is get the manifesto. 8 steps to standing for love. Print it out, make it your screensaver, take it to work, whatever you can do. But this, I feel like, since it just came so quickly, I didn't really have time to doubt it or really think about it. But it starts with, take a stand. It's just making a declaration, like the 4 words, I stand for love. I feel like making it public, which is what I Stand for Love Day is. So I Stand for Love Day, August 8th, is the day where you just make it public. You just post something on your social media, super easy, selfie. I think wearing hearts, like this is the Collective Hearts necklace, which I love. I'll put a link in the comments. Wear a heart, paint a heart on your t-shirt, make an art project out of it, and just declare, I stand for love. Tell your friends, tell people on social media that that's what you stand for. That's it. First step. It's kind of also like holding yourself accountable, because once you declare it, that's it. Like, you said it. You're there. You're this. So this is like also a way to go beyond and go farther out than just always looking at each other like, well, who did you vote for? Or what God do you believe in? So I Stand for Love is like, goes beyond that. That also is kind of the point of it, is that it's not about, I feel like there's so many issues and there's so much stuff that we need to heal. But once we declare I stand for love, then we can start to go, okay, so now that I stand for love, how do I make these choices? Because then it's going to inform how you vote and how you look at your life and what kind of work that you do in the world if you're standing for love. So that's also the background of it. On the blog, on istandforlove.com right now, I'm sending out weekly emails, and I'm also putting on the blog each step in depth. So this year, I'm really breaking it down. Right now we're going to be on week 4 tomorrow. And then on August 8th, it's going to end with Love Yourself. So, no, I'm sorry. It's going to end with Take a Stand, of course. I'm going in backwards. What am I talking about? So Love Yourself was the first week. It's on the blog. And now we're going this way to Take a Stand on August 8th. That makes way more sense. And it actually works in reverse too, because Love Yourself is a huge first step. I mean, that's what I've been working on myself and then preaching for like a couple decades now, because that's huge. Once we, root out the ugliness inside of us, we're going to be a lot more good to go in the world. We're going to have a lot more fun. We're going to teach the kids how to love themselves because we're doing it ourselves. We're going to be more loving to other people. So healing self-loathing is a huge part of what I do as well. That's kind of where I started out in my own journey, and we teach what we need to learn, right? So, there's so much I could say, but I just wanted to really break it down, like kind of where this comes from and why it matters to me. I don't know really what difference that it would make. People say when they participate in I Stand for Love Day that it does change them. It changed their day, at least. People go out and do things. They do acts of service. They do cool things at work for their coworkers. Like I said, they do things with their kids, which is super fun. And then they post stuff on social media, which is what it's all about. It's really just the simplest call to action is wear a heart and post on social media that you stand for love and use the hashtag I stand for love. That's it. And if we all do this on the same day, I don't know what can happen, but it can't hurt. That's kind of the philosophy, is that I don't think that, expressing love and kind of taking over this media is what we have the power to do. I mean, most of the time, social media owns us. Why don't we own the internet for a day? How about that? Would that be cool? I'm down. I am down to lead the charge, but I would love your participation. And if you have any questions about any of this stuff, just hit me up in the comments or send me a message. I'm totally down to talk about all of these things. I mean, I'm just, like I said, experimenting, and stuff comes in and I want to share it, and I hope that it helps, and I hope that it raises up your heart and like helps you be strong in this world, because it's not that fun to live in fear and anxiety. And a lot of people do. A lot of people are, and I do too. I mean, I have my days. Absolutely no question. And I just don't want to fall into a dark time. I mean, I want us to really use the power of our hearts to propel this humanity forward into a more loving future. I think we can do it. I don't think we've even tapped into the potential that we have. I don't think we've even scratched the surface. I think we can do so many things and heal so many things, and come up with solutions to problems and all of that stuff if we use love and take a stand for love. So that's what I'm going to say today. I'll be back tomorrow because it's Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow at noon to talk more about all kinds of loving stuff, especially you loving yourself, because that's more what Wednesday's about. But don't forget, go to istandforlove.com, just download this and have it, and do whatever you want with it. I hope it inspires you. There's the postcards that are on the website too, and then I also made these little pocket-friendly manifestos, and I think they're just really, really cute and fun. So I put these in with all the calendar orders and everything else. But I'm giving these away this week if you want to pass these out on I Stand for Love Day, maybe you can pay for the postage and I will send you these for free. How about that? So let me know if you want in on that, and I will send these in the mail. So you get some good love in your mailbox, which is always fun. Yeah, I love you. I think that you're amazing, and I'm super glad that you're alive. So let's put our hearts into this. Let's bring the love vibration as much as we can and stand up. Okay. I'm Sarah Love signing off. Go to istandforlove.com and grab your manifesto, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah.